Life will challenge you. It's not about avoiding struggle, it's about working through it. Your past doesn't define you, but how you face it does. Embrace the pain, the discomfort, and the failure, because that's where true growth happens. Discipline beats fleeting motivation, and accountability builds strength. If you want real change, you have to be willing to confront the toughest parts of yourself. Success isn't about escaping pain. It's about using it to become stronger. Life is tough. That's not a warning. That's a reality. You will face resistance. You will be pushed to your breaking point, and the world, it won't apologize for making it hard. You will fall. You will question yourself. You will experience setbacks that feel like permanent failures. But understand this, the struggle is the test, and resilience is the answer. Every time you face a wall, it's an invitation to rise, to toughen up, to evolve. You don't build strength in comfort. You build it in chaos and silence when no one is clapping for you. So what do? You get back to work. You eliminate the distractions, the noise, the doubt, the laziness, the excuses. You stop looking at what others are doing. You stop waiting for the perfect time. You focus, you rebuild, you grind. You improve yourself not because it's easy. You improve because success doesn't care about comfort. Because becoming your best self requires you to suffer now so you can shine later. Let the struggle shape you, not break you. Let it fuel your fire, not put it out. Because in the end, it's not the easy path that builds champions. It's the one who walked through hell and came out stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. Your past was not meant to define you. It was meant to shape you. The truth is, everyone carries scars. Everyone has regrets, wounds, and broken chapters. But what separates those who rise from those who stay stuck is the courage to confront it all. Yes, the past will whisper, "You're not enough." It will remind you of every mistake, every failure, every time you fell short. But you must understand, healing does not happen through avoidance. Freedom begins when you stop running and start facing your trauma. Face it, your shame. Speak it, your pain. Feel it. Because what you refuse to confront will control you. And what you have the strength to face, you have the power to overcome. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the rawest form of strength. It's saying, yes, I have been through hell, but I'm still here. I'm still choosing to grow. You cannot build a strong future hiding a wounded past. But when you own your story, all of it, you take away its power to limit you. And in that moment, you reclaim your life. So stop burying what needs to be healed. Don't just survive your past. Transform it. Use it as the fire that fuels your rise. You are not what happened to you. You are who you choose to become, starting now. Life doesn't ask for permission before it gets hard. It hits you out of nowhere. Loss, failure, heartbreak, setbacks, and if you're not ready, you break. But if you've trained yourself through chosen suffering, you bend and bounce back. You want to be strong when life gets heavy. Then suffer on purpose. Wake up earlier than you want to. Push through one more rep when your body says stop. Say no to comfort when it calls your name. Discomfort is your training ground. Every day put yourself through a little pain, a little challenge, not because you love suffering, but because you love what it creates. Grit, endurance, mental armor. When you voluntarily step into the fire, you build a resistance to the flames life throws at you. Discipline in controlled moments creates resilience in chaotic ones. Because when life knocks you down, and it will, you don't rise through luck. You rise through preparation, so suffer now, so that later, when the storms come, you smile and say, I've been here before. I've trained for this. Success without humility is just noise. It might impress the world, but it'll never fulfill you. Because the deeper truth is your real purpose doesn't come from applause. It comes from within, no matter how far you climb. Stay grounded, stay hungry. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment growth stops. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it for the followers, the titles, the money? Or is it for the man or woman you're becoming? Your purpose isn't some distant dream. It's built in the quiet moments, when no one's watching, when you wake up early just to sharpen your mind, when you sacrifice comfort because you promised yourself more. And if you're not motivated, if you're feeling lost, it's not because you don't have purpose. It's because you've stopped fighting for your own evolution. You've forgotten that you are the mission. So stay humble enough to admit you're not done, and stay purposeful enough to never stop chasing better. Because the world doesn't need more success stories. It needs more people with depth, discipline, and direction. Motivation feels good, but it's not built to last. It's a spark, a rush, a moment. But when the hype fades and the struggle begins, only discipline will carry you forward. Discipline is the machine. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't wait for inspiration. It wakes up, shows up, and does the work every single day. But here's the truth most ignore. You can't build discipline in a chaotic mind. You can't stay consistent if your life is a mess of distractions, excuses, and unmade decisions. Organize your mind, clean your habits, structure your day like your future depends on it, because it does. Success isn't born from excitement. It's born from the repetition of intentional effort. You want freedom, then master your discipline, because the undisciplined are always controlled by emotions, by moods, by other people's timelines. But the disciplined, they move with purpose. They rise when motivation fails. They don't chase feelings, they chase mastery. So stop relying on being in the mood. Build your habits, organize your life, and become the kind of person who shows up anyway. That's how legends are made. Growth doesn't happen when life is easy. It happens when you're broken, bruised, and bleeding, but you keep going anyway. Pain, that's the price of greatness. Failure, that's the tuition you pay for mastery. The truth is, no one grows in comfort. Growth is forged in the fire when life punches you in the gut and you stand back up. It's born in the silence of doubt, when everything in you says quit, that something deeper says not yet. Those moments, those battles with yourself, that's where your character is built. That's where champions are made. Not on the podium, not under the spotlight, but in the shadows, in the grind, in the suffering that no one sees. So embrace the failures, let the pain teach you. Let the setbacks harden your resolve. Set goals that scare you. Set goals that feel impossible. Because the version of you that can achieve them, that version is inside you waiting to be built. You don't find strength. You create it one painful, disciplined step at a time. You want growth, then walk into the storm and don't stop until you've risen through the fire. Accountability isn't easy. It's not pretty. It means standing in front of the mirror and saying, "This is on me. No excuses, no blaming others, no hiding behind circumstances. True accountability is raw. It forces you to confront your laziness, your procrastination, your fears. It demands that you stop waiting for someone to save you and start saving yourself. Why is it so powerful? Because the moment you take full responsibility, you take back your power. You stop being a victim of your past. You stop depending on motivation or external validation. You start building discipline, direction, and strength from within. Most people run from accountability because it's uncomfortable. But here's the truth. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from ownership. Every decision, every action, every result, you own it. And when you do, you evolve, you sharpen, you become unstoppable. So hold yourself accountable. Not once, every single day. Don't sugarcoat your excuses. Don't lower the standard, rise to it. Because the strongest version of you is forged through relentless, brutal honesty. Own everything, fix what's broken, and become the person who no longer needs to be pushed because they lead themselves. Greatness isn't born. It's built in the trenches of effort, pain, and persistence. You don't need to be the most talented. You just need to be the one who refuses to quit. When others slow down, you push harder. When doubt creeps in, you silence it with discipline. When failure hits, you rise stronger, sharper, and more determined. This is how legends are made. Not through ease, but through endurance. Not by comfort, but by commitment. Your mindset is your engine. Persistence is your fuel. Together they form an unstoppable force. Because the truth is, you won't always feel like going on. You'll be tired. You'll face setbacks. You'll hear voices telling you to give up. But that's when you lean in. That's when you grow. That's when the real breakthrough begins. Every time you push past your limit, you set a new standard. Every time you don't give up, you stretch your capacity for greatness. So don't wait for it to feel easy. Don't wait for permission. Work harder, sacrifice more, persist longer. And remember, talent might give you a head start, but grit will take you to the finish line and beyond. Stay relentless, stay unshaken. Because with the right mindset and unwavering persistence, you don't just survive, you dominate. Success is not a finish line. It's not a medal. It's not the applause. Success is surviving the storm and choosing to keep walking through it. You're not here to beat others. You're here to outlast your doubts, to conquer your excuses, to fight through the chaos inside your own mind. That's the real war, and every time you choose to show up, bruised, tired, unsure, but present, you win. Victory doesn't come when you feel strong. It comes when you feel broken, but you keep going anyway. When life hits harder than expected, but you refuse to stay down. Mental toughness isn't gifted, it's forged. Forged in pain and rejection, in late nights and early mornings, in silence when nobody's cheering you on. You want to know who wins, the one who endures, the one who embraces the struggle, because they understand. The struggle is the proving ground. The grind is the gateway, the pain is the price, and the victory is in the journey. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop craving ease. Learn to love the climb. Because when you endure what others run from, you build what others can only dream of. Stay in the fight, because every struggle you conquer makes you uncheckable. If this hit your soul, don't just scroll subscribe and turn wisdom into winning. Your future self will thank you.